So what was your favorite part? I mean, it's a given that Taco Tuesday, catered by Ceviches, is a top-notch product. However, I think my favorite part is when the room sort of broke out into question time with Shannon after her stories. That was not planned. It was actually one of our current residents who just had questions and thought, well, why not? And then we all got to ask questions of a survivor who was so incredibly brave to get up there and tell her story. You know, when she said, I think they just smell the vulnerability on me, that was the summary to me. Thank you guys for having that experience with us, for coming to the launch event for C.A.S.T, for coming and being present, being part of this. There were so many different parts of our local trafficking response system that were represented. Our staff with the little phone URL, I don't, this is not my thing, QR code, that's what it is. And then all the stuff showed up on the screen and you saw how many agencies came. To all of you, thank you. It really matters. C.A.S.T is the Collaborative Against Sex Trafficking. We're going to make a map of our system with all the collective knowledge of all of us together. We're going to form a decision tree so that guiding people in crisis that are being trafficked, when they're sitting across from you, you will have a tool that will lead you to success, that you can help somebody who's in that moment of crisis. We talked about what it is when a survivor is just getting their head above the water enough to ask for help. Don't miss their moment. You need a tool. C.A.S.T is about mapping. It's about creating that decision tree to help with getting people where they need to be. And it's about getting survivor input into what works and what doesn't. But when we know what works and what doesn't, what next? We can come together and define our partnerships. We can collaboratively apply for resources. So how do you get involved? We've said, come and sign up, be a member or a partner. A member is someone who gets the newsletter, who gets invited to events. Most of the events from here on out will be invitation only, and who is involved as a community partner. As someone who is a member of C.A.S.T, you are involved and committed to being part of the work. You're providing the data. If you're a partner, that means that you're another provider who is on the front line, who might want to do a MOU with other agencies to define how you work together, and ultimately will be invited to apply collaboratively for resources to fill the gaps so that all of us together can create and nurture a healthy system among our whole community.